We're in Dubai, outside the Coca-Cola Arena, because tomorrow night it's Nurmagomedov against Hughes. Of course, the who's who of the MMA world have to be in town for this, and there is no bigger who's who than Dakota Ditcheva.
Hello.
Welcome.
Again.
Well, I say welcome. This is kind of your neck of the woods now, isn't it? This is where you hang out.
It is, yeah. I do spend a lot of my time here. Yeah, I was here for New Year as well, so the Dubai shout is always a yes from me.
Absolutely. I want to get your thoughts on this, because the turnout for the weigh-in, absolutely sensational. Massive response from the Irish fans, massive response from the Dagestan fans. It's one hell of a fight to kick off 2025 for the PFL.
It is. It's massive. But they're going to have to keep it up now for the rest of the year. What a way to start, because the pressure's going to be on. But I'm actually gutted I'm not part of this card. I think it's a really exciting one. The fact that they've come to Dubai, I think, is really exciting as well. I think it's a place that they definitely need to capitalise on. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
You've just finished the tournament. You want to fight already? You want to get back in there?
Do you know what? I would have as well. If I'd known about it before, then yeah, I probably would have jumped on it, because I really wanted to fight in Dubai, yeah.
I want to get your thoughts on you, of what is coming up this year. You knew that this would come in. You knew that I was going to peck your head about what the crack is. First and foremost, 2023, 2024 couldn't have really gone any better. Obviously, from a European standpoint, into the world standpoint, dominating global scene, stopping girls left, right and centre, and obviously becoming the champ. Beyond your wildest dreams, or kind of what you blooming expected when you joined up?
Yeah, kind of what I expected, what I planned for, so I can't say I was too shocked or surprised, yeah. So that's all I can say for that.
So what do you do now then? Now that you're at the top of the tree, the competition has to be there in order, I imagine, to motivate you to go again in 2025. What are your immediate thoughts? Firstly, on tournament fighting, because they changed the concept of the tournament, haven't they? Is that something that appeals to you, or are you thinking, right, okay, I've done that now, I'm looking for the big blockbusters?
Yeah, I wouldn't say no to a tournament for sure, because I really enjoyed the last 2 years, but does it make sense for me to do it with the same girls, same competition? I don't know.
And for less prize money, let's be dead straight, mate.
True. That is true, yeah. That's obviously had a lot of people talking, the fact that it's only 500k now. But that aside, I think, competition is important to me. So if you're going to put me with the same girls and have the same girls in the tournament, I'm not really that interested. And I don't think they're going to... I think they would be silly to do that, because they won't get the most out of me doing that. I think people now, with me beating Tyler Santos, they want to see like what else I'm capable of, so it's got to be something more. Okay.
I'm just going to throw some ideas out, all right? Because obviously you're the queen of one particular weight division. Is there maybe an option to do it in a different weight division? I'm just trying to spitball ideas from a PFL point of view before I start talking about other stuff first.
Yeah, I mean, no, not right now.
Okay.
Also, PFL don't have a bantamweight. So I probably wouldn't.
They could invent one for you.
They could. I mean, they did that with the flyweights, didn't they?
Yeah.
They built a full tournament around me with that. But I just still feel like I haven't hit the top of the flyweight world division yet. I've conquered PFL, but I'm sure now they're going to get me a load of new girls, and then it'll be my route to the top again. So that's kind of what I just need to keep doing. We just need to find some tough competition.
Right. So time's ticking. You're a young person.
26.
I know. No. I mean, you're a young person that's absolutely flying.
Yeah.
And you want to capitalise on how good you are right now, because you want to keep learning, want to keep growing, and want to keep getting better. So how long in your head then do you think you have to make a decision as to what you're going to be doing in 2025?
Well, I was hoping by the end of this week, being here with PFL in Dubai, we would have a decision, because we still haven't decided whether I'm going to be into the tournament or not. I know they've just announced Tyler Santos to be in it, so it's definitely something we need to discuss. And I want to stay busy this year, so I kind of need to know now, are you going to keep me busy? If you're not putting me in the tournament, are you going to be able to give me the fights on the big cards? They've got a few announcements coming up for where they're going and what the plans are.
Location-wise, you're talking now, yeah?
Yeah, so there could be possibility of being on some big cards in some places that I haven't been before. So I'm excited to sit down with them, but I definitely want it sorted by the end of this week, if not next week.
All right. Now then, let's say they do not satisfy your desires, okay? Because competition, like you say, you can't...
Trying to get me in trouble.
No, I'm not trying to get you in trouble. Listen, they'll come to me first. They're not going to come for you. You're the star. It's not... But you've just mentioned there that you want to be the queen of this division worldwide.
Yeah.
In your head, how do you do that? And you can be honest on this show.
Yeah, do you know what? And I am going to be honest. I'm not saying I'm not happy with PFL. I'm very, very happy with them, and I feel like I've got a lot to to still conquer, but we need to sit down and get the girls in and, you know, look at kind of my pathway. You know, the last 2 years we sat down when I first signed with PFL and said I want to do the Europe tournament, then I want to go on to the global. They did that, they honoured it, and I've done it, you know. So now we need to sit down and plan out another year. And I'm sure, respectfully, if they can't come up with something, if we can't agree with a deal, then we'll be able to, you know, work through it. But we'll see what happens.
They're not stupid. You came in, they made European promises and world promises of which they have satisfied, but there is always going to be a level, there's always going to be a ceiling of which you then hit.
Yeah.
And whether you can go through that ceiling with the PFL is obviously a question for you and them to come to some type of satisfaction. If you can't do that, then there's the obvious from the fan point of view of when is Dakota Ditcheva going to the UFC and obviously compete with the UFC flyweights, throwweights, bantamweights, whoever it may be for the remainder of your career.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That is fair to say, you know. And if they can't come up with something, probably is going to happen, and I probably will have to find somewhere else. But we have to remember they didn't have any I was the first flyweight when I first signed with PFL, and within 2 years they've got a full division. So
they satisfied what they said they would do.
Yeah,
they would
so
do.
I owe it to them now to be able to, you know, come up with something now for the next 2 years. If not, then we'll have to think of something else.
Okay, cool. Have you spent any of your dough yet?
No. Well, I bought a new bag.
I bought a new bag. That is so you.
I haven't done it yet, but I'm paying my mum and dad's mortgage off, and that's the one thing I'm going to do first. So I'll be doing that next month.
That's awesome. How does that make you feel, right? Because obviously, we mentioned when you won that there is a bigger story behind you as the elite athlete. Obviously, your brothers are involved, your mum's been involved, everybody's been involved in the journey of you.
Yeah.
So for you to now be in the situation that you're in financially, to be able to help family members, I mean, that must give you some buzz.
A big buzz, and you know, something I've worked towards and thought about for many, many years, and just not been in the position to do it. I mean, I don't want to make my mum and dad sound poor, because they're definitely not.
Not at all.
But I mean, it's probably a lot of people's dream to be able to do that for the parents, and you know, the amount they've sacrificed for me. I know what it feels like to have no money and to be paying out bills and things like that. So even though they might necessarily not want it, for me to be able to pay the mortgage off and do one less thing, you know, have them worry about one less thing for the rest of their lives is a massive moment for me, and I'm very happy to be able to do that.
How good was Christmas?
Really good. Really good. Do you know what, though? You're probably thinking about presents and money and things like that.
No, just time.
But I got time to go to Bulgaria, which was something I'd not done in a long time.
Good time.
And yeah, really good time. So I was happy. I'm refreshed now, ready to go back.
Looks a bit colder than here, mate.
Very cold. Yeah, it's the worst snow we'd seen in about 20 years over there.
Fantastic. So you're talking to him this week.
Yes.
I'm just thinking activity now. So you're talking to him this week, and fingers crossed we can get something in the diary in the first quarter of this year, because I know that you're itching to get back out.
100%, yeah. By April, I want to have had a first fight. So I'll be back to ATT on Monday, and then straight into camp.
Right. Before I let you go, 2-0 up away from home, mate. Right, you knew it was coming. 2-0 up away from home, cruising.
Oh, don't, 'cause you make me cry.
Getting beat 4-2. Again, that's 9 times they've been in front like this.
We're having a stinker,
What the hell's going on?
I know, it's just I think it's one of them seasons where we need a refresh, we need a break. We need to release a little bit of pressure, and then we'll be back next year.
Will they beat Bruges next week and qualify for the Champions League
They will.
knockout stages?
They will. We perform best under top pressure. Now it's going to happen.